Good evening, everyone, and happy Thursday. It is Impact Wrestling Night with the Insiders. Welcome to another edition of a watch-along for Impact Wrestling. And, of course, myself and, of course, Jeff is here. Jeff, what's going on, man? Another week of Impact heading toward, well, we're going toward Bound for Glory via another pay-per-view before that.
That's right. Man, I'm excited. I'm excited for this week. There's some really good matches that are on the card, and I'm pretty pumped about it.
Yeah, we got a good card tonight. There's a lot of exciting stuff going on this card. So, got a shout out. We got a I always put the show up on Twitter and advertise a little bit, and we got a retweet from Mike Bennett, and we got a retweet from Karl Henderson. So that's very cool. Very cool when they do that. They don't have to do that. I mean, you know, they I'm sure they get tweets from a ton of people. So very, very grateful to both of them for shouting out our show on their channel. That's awesome. All right. So to get things started off tonight, I want to make an announcement first for this particular show. So we're changing things up a little bit. For after the Impact, we are now going to, on a show like tonight, when it's not a show before pay-per-view, we're going to just have the show, and then we're going to stick around, and then we're going to do a review of the show. So that's kind of what we did on After the Impact anyway, but instead of going off the stream and coming back on the stream and make everybody do the same thing, we're just going to stick around. Probably take, 15, 20 minutes or so, just giving our scores, going over some things. If people have questions about the show, whatever, we'll do that. And then we'll head out. When we have the pay-per-view or pay-per-views coming up that week, we will do an After the Impact special edition, which will be the prediction show for that pay-per-view. So that's where we're going to go going forward with this. Announcement number 2. We are considering having membership stream. So obviously we don't have the details. It's just kind of in the thought process. We are going to set up a membership for you guys. We have a good amount of people that come and watch us. You are by no means obligated. If you so choose, you will get what's called a members only stream. Those can be anything Namely, we may put out votes for our members to vote on what they want to do, whether it be a watch along of something, or whether it be, it probably won't be super, super long. I'm not going to do like 3-hour watch alongs or anything like that. If we do something, it might be something shorter. Could be classic Impact stuff. It could be really anything. It could be just a session with us just chatting about things going on, whatever. But we'll leave that up to the people who do. We don't have anything really details yet as far as what we're going to set the cost. I mean, obviously we know, listen, Jeff and I are working guys. Unfortunately, we don't do this as our living. So we know times are tough for everybody. We get it. So it's not going to be, we're not going to charge you like Sean Ross Sapp money, that kind of stuff. We're not going to do that. We don't have millions and millions of followers that can, we could do that with. So it's not going to be that. We'll make it reasonable for you. But just listen, we've been doing this for a while now. We do have a good community. You guys, you follow us, you come to a lot of the streams. So this is just for people that want to get inside the insider, so to speak. Good enough pun, right? If you want to, so we're going to do that. We'll let you know, and we'll keep you posted on it. So just keep that in mind. And then what we'll do is, of course, when you have a membership thing, there's usually a separate membership stream a month. Listen, if we get enough of you and everybody is all a certain age, we could do a non-PG stream. You guys like that? Remember we were talking about the Good Brothers pay-per-view. I always forget the name of it. A watch along for Jeff. I'm sure you remember.
Talking Shopomania.
Thank you. We could do. We always were saying we're going to do a watch along for Talking Shop. Maybe we could do something like that, or we could do, we could do top 10 lists or whatever. So anyway, just thinking out loud. It's in the process, so that's something that's coming up. I saw Derek mention my little challenge. Yeah, I put out a challenge for people to do your best to try to stay off the dirt sheets. And all I'm telling you is for 1 week. 1 week. And the reason I thought of all this is when Johnny Gargano came back. Because you all must agree with me how amazing that was. Him coming back, and no one knew. No one knew. It wasn't spoiled. It wasn't ruined. And how amazing of a feeling was that? I know it brought me back 2 times in my life when I watched wrestling and we didn't have dirt sheets. And you were spoiled week after week or you weren't spoiled week after week after week. You did not know what was coming. And it's fun. So I'm doing it. And I just challenge people out there to do the same. Stay off of it for 1 week. And just see if it makes you enjoy your wrestling any better. Because I bet you it will. I bet you it will. Because you're not going to read all this business. Sometimes you're not going to read all of the arguments and the garbage that comes along with them. So I just put that out there just to see. And it's kind of more of an experiment, really, than it is a challenge. And I'm not saying I'm gonna give you a check mark like Derek said. I've been on the dirt sheet because I'm too much AEW drama. Listen, I'm not gonna give you a check mark if you go on them. But just give it a shot. Just give it a shot. Okay. Let me welcome some people in. Yes, I heard about Tyron Smith. Listen, Tyron Smith has not been healthy in 7 years. I'm hoping the dude retires. He was a fantastic position player. At his position, he is an all-pro many times over. He had a great career, but I think he's at the point where he probably should consider retiring. And that's that. He was great, but listen, is it worth it? Or you're going out there every single year and you're getting injured. Now he's got to have another part of his body repaired. I'd call it quits. I would just be done with it. I'd call it quits. So, it's going to be a problem. That the percentages are there. They talk about statistics with Dak, and his statistics are not good when Tyron Smith doesn't play. He's 9% sacked, I think it is, in the red zone. It jumps up from 4 to 9 when he's not there, and his overall numbers are just not as good. So he's a big player, but we'll see. We shall see. Okay. Let's welcome some people in. I'm going to go all the way back up to the top. We got Jason Stauffer. We've got James Chadwick. We've got Dylan. We have Anthony. We have Derek, of course, I mentioned. We have Annette. Hey, Annette. We have Jimmy. What's up, Jimmy? We have a Jimmy and a James. We have Christopher. Hey, Chris. We have Chris Smith. We have Dana. What's up, Dana? We have Vincenzo. Hello, Vincenzo. So yeah, that's what we got right now. So hello to all of you. We are currently watching BTI, and look at that. Right when I look at my screen, it is Iceman Intel. Not so sure how good his intel is. It's not been very reliable. But
normally
yes,
he does okay, but
lately, not so much. We're getting closer and closer to Bound for Glory, when, of course, Jeff and I will be there. So that's exciting.
We have one confirmed host.
Okay.
Walk along.
Okay.
DJB Tazzy.
Tazzy, cool. Okay, very good. Very good. Listen, if we can't get Conrad, I know Conrad's busy. If we can't get him, maybe one of you in the community wouldn't mind coming on. If you're not afraid to be in front of a camera and you've got a decent speaking voice and know about Impact, maybe you can DM us if you're interested. And you can join Tazzy if we can't get another host on there. And yeah, so if you ever wanted to be on the show, and talk about Impact. Obviously, you have to have a vested interest a little bit in Impact Wrestling, because that's kind of what it is. So yeah, there you go. Throw it out there. Why not? Why not? Larry Bongo from Twitch is here. Hey, Larry. Hey, Brandon Barnes. How are you? Okay. I guess we should get to the card, huh? We got a BTI match coming up, so we'll get to tonight's card. A lot of stuff on it. There it is on your screen. So we have got BTI tonight. It is Johnny Swinger, the Swingman, and Zicky Dice, and they are going up against Ace Austin and Hikuleo. This match was just made a few days ago, and Ace Austin saw it on his Twitter and said, "Oh, well, would you look at that?" Like he was surprised. So yeah, well, Jeff, as much as I like Johnny Swinger and as much as I dig Zicky Dice, I'm gonna have to say that they're gonna get the floor mopped with themselves, and Ace Austin and Hikuleo should really not have much of a problem winning this match.
Yeah, I don't think they'll have much of a problem at all. Even if Swinger and Zicky pull out the crazy mask stuff, I don't think they'll have a problem.
The crazy mask thing didn't go very well, did it?
No.
I kind of don't think. Yeah. So, but yeah, I'm pretty sure Ace Austin and Hikuleo will come out. So that should be coming up very, very soon. Chris Smith, I did see the little snippet for the new Hellraiser. Oh my gosh, it's a remake. It's a remake. I'm very tired of remakes. And listen, that's a classic horror film. Classic horror film. If they don't do it right, it's gonna get crapped on hard. So it better be good. Because the first one was just so good. So yeah. We'll see. Yeah, it's that time of the year. The new Halloween film's coming out in October. There's a whole bunch of, I showed Jeff, I shared with him, there's 101, the top 101 scariest movie moments of all time, which is going to be shown on Shudder, which ought to be awesome. And I will make sure to avoid the top 5, because I know damn well that the head spinning of Linda Blair from The Exorcist is going to be top 5. So I will skip it. I will skip it. Sam, aka Other Mother, is here. They voted for James Chadwick, or the chat did, but he said definitely not.
And he's like, no,
Nah, not doing that.
nah, I'm good.
Hey, Mark, how are you? Regarding your challenge, I think it's going to be tough for some people. The reason why I say that, I know there are some people who don't like surprises and want to know it's going to. Mark, I get it, but what my question is for people like that, it doesn't it take the fun away? And I kind of think it does. I mean, listen, I have spoiled many things in my lifetime, many things, and not for other people, for myself, because I would read novels before movies came out. Swinger and Dice are in the ring right now. I have done all that stuff, and I've spoiled a lot of this stuff. But I will admit, it does take that thrill away. So that's what I'm asking about, and that's why I'm having people do that. Sam saying James or Derek. Anthony Slate, you guys are the best. Thank you, Anthony. Appreciate that. Welcome, by the way. Melissa. Hello, Melissa. How are you? There's not much new stuff you can make. Everything is a remake now. Yeah, you know what? There's just not any original ideas. They're out there. It's just easier to remake stuff. It's just easy. And there are original ideas. There's some directors who come up with just amazing stuff. I mean, you just have to know. You just have to pick an idea and run with it. But there's just so many, especially horror films. There's so many remakes, and a lot of them are bad, unfortunately. So, James would love to do it if you talk about impact in food. Well, we do.
That's what we do.
John Kessler says, I wish you guys congratulations. Congratulations for what, John? Hey, Khalid, how are you? All right. We got, oh my gosh, look at Swinger's trunks. Those are very bright.
Look at Zicky's hair, though.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, what did he do to his hair?
It's dark.
He doesn't have blonde hair anymore. Zicky's got dark hair. And he's got it like combed back. Look at him.
He's got some fancy design on the side, cut, shaved down.
Yeah, look at Zicky. Does Zicky have Jeff, he doesn't have the fanny pack anymore.
Does not have the fanny pack.
Oh my gosh, what happened to Zicky? Swinger just saw Hikuleo and backed off and tagged Zicky. Hikuleo
Zicky doesn't want that smoke either.
No, Zicky doesn't want to get in the ring now. Listen, Hikuleo he's a big, intimidating dude. Zicky's got some kind of flesh-colored tights that say outlandish on the back, and he just took a huge clothesline from Hikuleo and is down on the mat. Has Swinger puked all over his gear? Well, listen, something. I don't know. Maybe it's something from the 80s. Maybe it's like a star. What were they called? Maybe it's one of those neon things from the 80s that puked all over Swing. I mean, that is definitely 80s. Look at the tag from Ace Austin. Well, we are underway. Ace is going up and over the rope like he usually does. Here comes Zicky. He avoids him. And a back kick, and down goes Zicky Dice on the floor. Remakes get social media attention. Movies aren't promoted by good reviews anymore, but they do. But I don't know. There's so many things you could do. I just think they get lazy. Hollywood's gotten lazy, and I think that's just what it is. They go for the easy way out, and so yeah, I don't know. Hey, Damien, how are you? What's up, Joe and Jeff? Icon and legend of YouTube.
Wow,
we're legends in our own minds.
In our own mind.
Yes, I will agree with you there. Okay, next up on the card, we're going to go from top to bottom. Yeah, we've got Jason Hotch versus Bhupinder Gujjar. Jeff, I don't know a thing about Jason Hotch. Do you?
I know that Trey Miguel trained him. I do know that about him.
Okay. All right. Well, that's pretty good trainer.
Yeah.
Pretty good trainer. Okay. Well, we will see Jason Hotch debut tonight against Bhupinder Gujjar. So Gujjar and Jason Hotch. Don't know much about him. Do any of you guys know in the chat a lot about Jason Hotch? Where he's been seen? I'm sure you guys would know. So that is our opening match. I'm gonna have to go with Gujjar here.
Yeah.
To win. So I think that's a pretty easy call. We have Jessicka, I like how she spells that with a sick, S-I-C-K in the middle, makes her in-ring debut tonight. The interesting thing to see here is, does Taya accompany her? Does Rosemary accompany her? And how does that all go? Because it hasn't been going well, especially with Rosemary and those two. I think what's going to happen, Jeff, is eventually I think Jessicka may team up with Taya at some point.
I think so. I think
they
that
seem to be getting along well. And then where does that leave Rosemary? Who does she find for a partner?
Hold on now.
Yes. Do you think she wins her debut, Jeff? Listen, I would imagine it's probably going to be against a jobber or someone not named, being that they didn't say who. So I would probably bet she wins the match.
Yeah, I'm going to say she wins the match. I can't see. I can't see her losing.
Yeah. I mean, got to remember, guys, it is Havoc. It's just another personality of Havoc. So what was the announcement? Sorry, I missed. I was just finishing up. What announcement, Mark? You mean the announcement I started off the show with?
I think so.
Just that we changed the show up. We're not doing After the Impact anymore. We're just going to do a show review after after this stream, unless it's a pay-per-view, and then we'll have After the Impact like we did before with predictions for the pay-per-view. And also that we're going to start up a channel membership at some point and do a members-only stream. So, yeah, those are the two big announcements. Jason Hotch is from the Indies. I knew James would come through. Thumbs up, James. And his nicknames are Bulletproof and The Future. Okay. Well, there you go. Indie Star making their debut. That's awesome. Okay. Mike Bennett, who retweeted our show. Thank you, Mike Bennett. Versus Karl Anderson, who also retweeted our show tonight. Thank you, Karl Anderson. So Mike Bennett and Karl Anderson tonight, Jeff. Very interesting matchup. This is Honor No More against the Bullet Club. I don't know, man. It seems to me like your prediction is coming to pass, and Honor No More seems to be gaining a lot of momentum. I am going to go with Mike Bennett in this match because of that.
I'm gonna go there too. I'm gonna go with Mike Bennett. And remember, the stipulation with this is if Karl Anderson wins, Maria is banned from ringside at their championship match.
That's right.
So keep that in mind.
Yep.
For this match, but I've got Mike Bennett.
Yeah, I think so too. I think Honor No More is just on a roll, which doesn't bode well for Josh Alexander, actually. Did you guys see main card? No, I don't look at spoilers, John. I know they tape. I don't look at them. We were just talking a little bit about that, and me looking at dirt sheets and stuff. I don't like to spoil them. You can very easily see what they're going to have at any given time. I don't like to look at them, so no, I didn't see them. They're great. Well, and thank you for not spoiling it. I appreciate that. Putting down great, that's perfectly cool. But thank you. Appreciate you not spoiling it. So I try to avoid it. All right. Next up is another Honor No More versus an Impact superstar, of course, the Impact champion, Josh Alexander, versus, do you dig what I'm saying, Vincent and Josh. Another great matchup we haven't seen. This ought to be a very good matchup as well. And, man, you got to wonder, does Eddie Edwards make an appearance? Is there any shenanigans involved in this? Or, like we mentioned last week, Jeff, PCO and Vincent may be splitting up from the bunch. So if that happens, they could end up being allies of Josh Alexander, potentially.
And that, hey, you got to have somebody to even up the numbers game.
Very true.
So that could be very interesting.
Allie and Rosemary, since Motor City shows up on it. Yeah, there was an announcement last night on AEW. I watched the whole AEW show. There was an announcement on AEW about the Motor City Machine Guns being there. I saw nothing but people saying Tony Khan is promoter of the year because he signed the Motor City Machine Guns and blah, 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 and stuff like they're all elite. They are not. Let's calm down. They're not in AEW. They are, they're with Impact. They have dates with Impact. They did not leave Impact. So it would be very, very upsetting if they did. That's a big loss for Impact if they would leave. So I hope that doesn't happen somewhere down the road, but they are not leaving Impact. So just letting you know that. So Vincent and Josh, let's see. I think Karl wins. Chris, what was your comment that I missed? Oh, yeah, the Allie and Rosemary comment. Yeah. I did not expect to see Impact getting action figures again, and I'm picking up that Moose figurine. Yeah, they look pretty good. WWE and Thomas Fan 444. Yeah, they look good. They look good. Oh, and by the way, Moose had a fire shirt. I shared it with Jeff.
Yeah, I'm getting that shirt before the show.
It's very cool. It looks like a superhero, almost like a superhero, like comic book artwork. It's really, really cool looking shirt. Really cool looking shirt. Rosemary is a really cool looking new shirt out too. So yeah, a lot of cool merch. Okay. I miss Allie in Impact. I'd love to see her come back. Love to see her come back because she's another one I never really got to see wrestle live with Impact. So yeah, I'd love to see her come back. She seems to like AEW though, like what she's doing there. She they don't use her very much, but she seems to enjoy it. So we'll see. Canned Moose, yes. The garbage can. Imagine if they made that into a t-shirt. Be funny. Okay. Knockouts World Tag Team Championship VXT Vexed against Mia Yim and Jordynne Grace. This is for the titles. This is a big matchup. This is one of those weird ones where I don't really know. I don't think they'll drop those titles so soon. But then you wonder what would happen. Is it going to be a thing that's going to lead to Mia against Jordynne? We had a little bit of that. They seem to kind of make up, to get together for this. But maybe something happens in this to fuel the fire, and maybe you're going to get Mia and Jordynne. Eventually. I don't know. This one's a hard one to figure out, Jeff. This is a hard one to predict.
Yeah, this one's tough. This one's real tough. I think Vexed is going to win, but I don't know. They could pull something crazy. They could pull a fast one.
Yeah. This is a hard one to decide to pick here and to try to figure out who's going to win this. Heather, sorry I was gone last week, y'all. My son and I went to see Return of Swamp Thing. Return of Swamp Thing. Where is this? You talking about Swamp Thing, like Swamp Thing from the DC comics? The guy who's been in a couple of movies with Adrian Barbeau? Where did that play? What was it? Was that? Now I know he had an animated thing out recently. Is that what it was? Was it an animated movie? But you're talking about the DC character, right? To let me know. Zicky and Swinger Rob. Swamp Thing's one of my favorite creatures in DC, actually, or favorite characters. I like the Swamp guys. I like Man Thing in Marvel too. They're similar but different. Dark Knight. Hello. Sorry, I don't make many streams. It's difficult work. Still subscribing like the stream. Oh, thank you, Dark Knight. Oh, that's cool, man. We work too. Mm-hmm. We work too. We would make a lot more streams too if we didn't work. Trust me. So Perry Carey. That's a cool name. Perry Carey. Mia and Deanna win since Vexed is free agents and Tony Khan wants Deanna. Oh, they want a lot of people, Perry Carey. You know what? There's got to be a time when that's going to stop because they have so many people there. You've got to make time for your own. So I don't know. We'll see. Who knows? Alexander Fortney, what's been happening so far? All we had so far is just a BTI match, which was, of course, Ace Austin and Hikuleo winning that match. So the 1989 movie. Yeah, is the Swamp. Is that what you went to see? You went to see the old 1989 film? That's pretty cool, though. I haven't seen that movie in a while. I haven't seen that movie in a long time. Okay. Last but not least, we have Eric Young, Joe Doring, and Diener, Violent by Design, versus, and I love this name, and I love their merch, the Time Machine. The Time Machine, which is Kushida, and of course, the Motor City Machine Guns, with their own merch out already. Didn't take long. This is interesting, too. These guys have been feuding for a little bit now. It seems as if Eric Young has kind of put his differences with Violent by Design aside, and enough for them to have this feud going on. And this could be a very, very good match. A very, very good match. Listen, anytime the Machine Guns are involved, Kushida as well has been awesome. Eric Young has been fantastic. Diener's been really good. And Joe Doring is always a threat in the ring. So this could be a good match. I kind of am hoping it's the main event. It could also be the start to the show. But either way, I think it's going to be a very, very good match, Jeff.
Man, this is going to be pay-per-view quality.
Yeah.
Like I'm happy that we're getting this for free, you know.
Yep.
Like I'm happy that that's happening. This is going to be a great match. I think Time Machine wins. But yeah, this is going to be great. Everybody in this match can go.
Yes, absolutely. All right, so that's the card. The comics at Riff Tracks did a live riff of Return of Swamp Thing. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Nice when they do the almost kind of like the Mystery Science Theater when they do like parodies and stuff. That's cool. That's cool. Dion is not a free agent yet. Tony Khan can't handle what he has backstage right now. Apparently, there's a lot of that going on. Yes. Derek, listen. I'm not going to sit here and say that AEW is my favorite show. It is not. I'd be lying to you. I've watched it the past 2 or 3 weeks, and I've enjoyed some parts of it. That mess last night with Punk and Moxley, I don't know what that was. I don't know what that was. Listen, I listened to Busted Open. Bully Ray had some good thoughts. To be positive, Bully Ray was saying, well, maybe they did it as a setup to bring back MJF, and MJF will go up against Moxley for the title. That'd be huge. People would love that. If they did it as a stunt to get views, wow, you're going down a path. You're really going down a path. And I think I texted Jeff earlier about this. That reminded me of Hogan and Goldberg, without a doubt. What did they do? They gave people on regular TV, to boost ratings, a championship match that should have been had at a pay-per-view. It was a squash match, glorified squash match for Goldberg. The fans were happy with the result because they wanted Goldberg to beat Hogan because they hated Hogan because Hogan was the bad guy. But that is a scary path you're treading down if that's what you're doing. They did get 1.1 million views, so apparently it worked. People were talking about it. As if we had social media back when the Hogan Goldberg thing happened, we would have been talking about it then too. I wouldn't tread that way. It's you are on some thin ice. And if Tony Khan claims that he is a student of wrestling and that he has watched wrestling since he was a kid, I'm sure he has. You've got to learn from that. You got to learn from mistakes. And that is really, really, really bad. Fans like the result. Bully Ray mentioned they love the result. They love that Mox won for the most part. But they didn't like the way it was. They didn't like the fact that it was 3 minutes and 1 second long. Now, the only other thing could be is CM Punk really still hurt. And if that's the case, what's he doing out there? He could have just relinquished the title, but maybe he didn't want to. And maybe this was his solution to, but they asked that. LaGreca asked Bully Ray that. And Bully Ray said, I don't think so. Because he said when he had the foot, when Moxley had it and was twisting, he didn't, you could see their faces. And he did not see CM Punk looking back at Mox and saying, hey, my foot is in bad shape. Don't touch it. Or something along those lines. They did not. So he doesn't think so. So could it be some other people, as LaGreca was saying a few different ideas? Could it be punishment? Could it have been punishment? See, me personally, I don't think so, because I don't think Tony Khan would do that. I just don't. I think he would let that slip under the rug. I don't think he would do that. Everybody's saying maybe because of what he said about Hangman, the comments and stuff less. I don't think so. Maybe. I don't know, man. I know there are people that love AEW. Derek, I know you do. And listen, I know there are a lot of people in our community that watch. But I just don't know what that could have been. Jeff, I don't know if you watched it. I know we talked about it, but
I didn't yet. I didn't watch it yet, so I'm gonna reserve.
Yeah,
I'm gonna reserve judgment until I see it, because the one thing I'll say is sometimes those types of matches make sense depending on the story that you're trying to tell.
Yeah.
And I just want to see what it looked like from, before I, I'll talk about it on Sunday. We're going to talk about
We'll revisit it
for sure.
Yeah, we'll revisit it. It wasn't a good look. It wasn't a good look. And listen, especially Tony Khan was on Busted Open like he usually is, and he built that match up last night like it was the biggest match of ever. He made it sound like this was and listen, I know a lot of people were thinking that way. And then you got a 3-minute and 1-second squash match. I don't know. We'll talk about it more Sunday. We'll put a pin in it. I'm going to pay-per-view, and I'm worried about what the main event is going to be. Well, listen, maybe you will get rewarded at Derek, and maybe, like Bully Ray said, maybe it'll be MJF. Maybe they're bringing MJF back this way. Maybe Punk wasn't ready to come back all the way, and maybe this was how he lost to let the belt go to Moxley, so he's the undisputed champ, and maybe they're bringing MJF back. I mean, that'd be huge. Some people are saying it's going to be Bray Wyatt. That's out there. That Bray Wyatt's going to face Moxley. I don't know. That'd make a lot of people that were WWE fans mad. But listen, it wouldn't shock me. It wouldn't shock me. With the way Bray left the WWE, it would not shock me if he went there. Not one bit. And I said this to Jeff many times. If he's got any animosity, toward WWE, and he's not happy with them, where's the first place you would want to go?
Mm-hmm.
Right to the competition. So, yeah. Okay. We have a few minutes left. Well, Jeff, it's got to be food time. We have 6 minutes to talk about what we ate. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. Heather says, I'm an AEW mark, but yeah, Tony Khan made a lot of it. Heather, nobody's perfect. And you can be a student of wrestling and a wrestling historian, but it doesn't necessarily make you right about everything. And people are going to make mistakes. You've got to learn from them. Learn from the past, or else it becomes your future. A wise man once said. Actually, I think it might have been Captain Kirk. I don't remember. Okay. What'd y'all eat today? Let us know. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, we don't care. We don't discriminate. Let us know what you had to eat today. My wife made me ravioli with fettuccine Alfredo sauce and homemade garlic bread with cheese. So that is what I had today. Little Italian for me. Trying to avoid like sauce and stuff like that. If you guys notice, I'm trying to talk a little lower because I have this goofy thing going on. I was actually in the emergency room last Friday. I told Jeff I was up at the hospital because I was getting like a pain up here. And I went for a whole big bunch of tests. They did x-rays and all that kind of stuff. You're always concerned that you might have something going on with your heart when you have chest pain. So I was up there, but they looked around and stuff like that. And they said it was probably just a really, really bad case of indigestion. Or my family doctor actually said I could have pulled a muscle in my voice box because it literally hurts when I push like down here. And I'm like, well, how the hell could I have? And then I'm thinking to myself, well, you do kind of yell sometimes on the streams. So maybe that was it. So I'm purposely trying to avoid like red sauces and things like that can bother indigestion. And I'm also, but now my doctor's making me take these pills called Carafate. Gross. You basically have to take one, and it's like the size of a large penicillin pill or an aspirin. You have to take it and break it in half and put it in like room temperature water, let it dissolve, and then you swallow it. It's disgusting. It's really gross. It's like taking, and like an idiot, I didn't read the directions, and the very first one I took, I chewed it. I stuck it in my mouth, and I chewed it up. Gross, disgusting. It was like I was chewing a piece of chalk. So awful. So, what did you all eat? Let's see. How about that square last night on AEW, says Kamari. I think Punk returns next week and we get Punk. I don't know, David. I hope not. And Bully Ray said that would not be a way to go, because the way they ended this, it would be really. And how does he come back next week after holding on to his ankle the way he was walking out of the arena? How does he come back next week and say he's ready to go in 10 days? Makes sense. It would look very, very silly. So very, very silly. Oh, I'm healed. Yeah, it would look silly. It's silly. Oh, yeah, I know, James. There's stuff about Bray every single day. Every single day. Every single day. Christopher saying rice and chicken. Bonker saying pizza, hash brown beans. Pizza, hash brown beans. Is that all one thing? Or is that all separate? Papa John's Pizza Bowl. Very good. Kamari saying NWA 74. Yeah, NWA 74 is coming up this weekend. Yes. Dana saying Burger King. More storylines in the women's division. Yeah, that'd be a good thing. Yeah, Thunder Rosa. Yeah, that sucks. We'll talk about her on Sunday too. I feel bad for her. Something going on with her back also. So that's not a good thing for a wrestler to have a bad back. So, hey, Conrad, how are you? I just finished eating some baked tilapia and rice. Nice fish and rice. There you go. That's good for you. Had a mini roast dinner. Chicken, Jersey, royal potatoes, and mixed vegetables. Nice. What's good, everyone? Late. I ate late. Subway, Italian BMT, and chips. Nice. Subway's always good. Making chicken in a second. Just got in the house. There you go. Mixed poke bowl. Pokey or poke?
Okay.
Poke. Okay.
I think.
Boring. But that seems like that's what would be it. Boring old pork chops in the air fryer, mashed potatoes, and green beans. That sounds good, though. All right. Jeff, what'd you have?
I am currently having the very wonderful, tremendous meal that is beef jerky.
Oh, well, there you go. Yeah, you know what? At least it's protein. At least it's protein. Vincenzo says pasta with garlic and oil with a salad. Very nice. NWA 74 is going to be amazing. It looks like a very good show. Yes, and that starts Saturday. So yeah, enjoy it if you're going to check it out. Enjoy it. As for us, so again, if you weren't here at the start, because we got more people in, no After the Impact tonight. We're just going to stick around afterwards and review the show. So that's what we're going to do from now on. We're only going to do After the Impact if there's a pay-per-view, and we'll do our predictions on there. So then, of course, we will be back on Sunday. Now, I know some of you are going to be watching NWA 74. I get it. But put us on a second screen and let us know what's going on. We always rely on you guys for that. But we will be having our weekly wrap-up show. We'll talk more about the CM Punk stuff. We'll talk more about Thunder Rosa. We'll talk about a lot of the news that's going on. And then we'll be back on Monday with another episode of Abby's Window with Jody and Jeff, of course. And then next week, it's come up so fast, is Clash at the Castle. We will be doing Clash at the Castle on our channel. So I will not be present. I'm really mad about it. I can't be here because I'm working, because I, like an idiot, didn't realize the time change because obviously if it's in overseas, they cannot obviously start it at 6 o'clock at night, or else it would be going on at 11 o'clock at night until 3 in the morning. So that's not going to happen there. So yeah, I won't be here, but Jeff will. Jody, I'm sure, probably will. Tazzy hopefully will. And they will bring you Clash at the Castle. So I'm really bummed because if anything big happens, I'm going to miss it. But maybe, I don't know, maybe with my voice thing, that's a good thing. Because if Bray shows up, I will probably destroy my voice box altogether. So, and I'm also going to try to avoid spoilers, but I know that's not going to happen either. If something happens, my phone will blow up. So it's a real bummer, but I just didn't plan it well. I wasn't thinking right. I wasn't thinking it was going to be like the Saudi pay-per-view and it's going to be at a different time. And what are you going to do? I can't get the time off now. It's just too late. So I will not be here, but like I said, it'll be Jeff, it'll be Jody, and hopefully it'll be Tazzy, and they will bring you Clash at the Castle. So make sure you join us for that. Next weekend is insane. It's not every weekend's insane, James. It's like just one after another. Jeff's writing, you mentioned some mistakes for TK. If you were in charge, what would you want to fix? What do you think is going against them?
Yeah, I threw that out to the chat earlier. I asked that question because I saw that Heather had said that there were some things going wrong. And I want to throw that out to the chat. Like if you believe that there's something going wrong or something not right in AEW, my question to you is, what is it and how do you fix it if you think that there's something wrong?
There you go. Be the promoter for AEW. Worlds Collide is next week. Yeah, NXT, that looks really good. That's the whole thing with them against Dan. And I don't watch NXT much either, but I got to watch the whole thing on Tuesday. That looks like it's going to be really good. Some of the matchups they've got for that are insane. The women's triple threat, of course, Tyler Bate is going up against. Oh my gosh! See how bad I am. Steiner's son, I know that. But yes, the Prom Breaker. He's going up against Prom Breaker, so that's going to be a really good show too. So, Mia Yim and Jordynne Grace. So we're getting a tag team match first.
Yeah.
All right, off to a fast start. Where do I start? He needs a legit booker. Needs to hire Delirious from ROH or someone like that who has real experience booking. Okay, fair enough. I think it would help him if he got a booker. Give women more time and better storylines. Cut out the sports entertainment and just focus on being pro wrestling like they promised. You know what I noticed about them, and I was telling this to Jeff today, because, again, I don't watch the show very much. Their crowd is really, really different. First off, the age difference. You see a lot of kids. Now, I'm not talking young kids. A lot of teenage kids, probably to 20s and, like mid 20s and 30s. Like, I would say that the majority of them are probably between that age. I don't have any statistics to back this up. This is just by me going what I was seeing in the camera. So yeah, I think you could see the difference between the crowds on WWE shows and on AEW shows. They have very different audiences, I think. NXT 2.0 is the next show that will really get better, says Chris. Mia and Jordan both in the ring, and they are awaiting Vexed, Deonna Purrazzo, and Chelsea Green. Chelsea on her way out first. The women's tag team champions of the world. Velveteen Dream. Boomers. I know his name's floated around out there. That is not. I am 99.9% sure that is not going to happen. Not going to happen. Nope. Triple H is trying to rebuild the brand. He does not want that kind of smoke. He does not. I know he was never proven guilty. I get it. But he was also never proven innocent either. So I don't think they want that kind of smoke. So I highly doubt that. Although, you want to talk about returns, they talked about Jonah. Jonah was on Twitter today being mentioned as a person that they're also looking after. I didn't really know what his contract status was with New Japan, but apparently he's not signed. So maybe they'll be bringing Jonah back as another ex-champion to the main roster. A new face is coming in months to come, says Gail Kim, executive producer of Impact Wrestling. A new face is coming in. Okay. Nice. Women's division? When did she say it? Little Silver. All right, we're underway. Jordynne Grace and Chelsea Green to start it out. Jordynne gets a takedown, has her in a headlock. For the love of all things holy, stop Jericho from overbooking his feuds. Yeah, well, that's an interesting match, right? Not like we haven't seen it before, but Jericho and Bryan Danielson should be really good. Lionheart Chris Jericho against Danielson. That should be a good match. It'd be a good match. Might as well bring in Gary Glitter in that case. Jonah was doing
Conrad,
6.
You see Conrad's comment on the stream?
I must have missed it. Oh, AEW needs to get Tony relief. I think he should let someone manage ROH. AEW needs to tighten up backstage acceptable. And I said, yeah, yeah, good points, Conrad. I agree. I agree. At least what he, listen, I wouldn't pretend to think that it's easy. Wrestling is all about personalities, and some of them are very, very big personalities, and big egos go with that. And that is sometimes tough to manage. It's hard, and I'm sure he's finding that out. He probably can't be there all the time, so it's not easy. It's not easy. Have you watched Art American Horror Stories yet? I haven't ever watched the first season of that, Derek, to be honest. I haven't watched the first season.
That's so good.
Chucky's coming on soon, Jeff.
Mm-hmm.
October, I think. Chucky season 2. I'm looking forward to that. Jordynne rolls out. Mia Yim tags in. Clothesline from Mia Yim and a kick to the midsection. There's a drop kick. Down goes Chelsea. Another drop kick, and she fires her into the corner. Mia Yim on a roll. Over. Nice move by Mia Yim. Chelsea is staggered in the corner. Cover to no. Kick out. Bookers in Japan and Mexico have their hands full. As much as I like CM Punk to a point, I feel that AEW shouldn't have signed him. Once they signed him, I personally felt like this was starting to be WCW all over again. Punk is a strong personality, and there's news coming out. There was a thing coming out about him and Cena, and the reason why he didn't like Cena, and he's a strong personality. If you're gonna bring in strong personalities, it's like when you brought Hogan, Hall, and Nash into WCW. That they are very strong personalities, and you got to know what you're getting. So. Finally, some proper AEW fans being unbiased and being fair. Shocking how many AEW marks can't be. James, it's that, honestly, I blame a lot of that, too, on the dirt sheets. I do. Because I think they like to fire up the masses. And that's another thing, that if you're going to try to do my challenge and stay away from the dirt sheet challenge, I think you're gonna see why people get fired up. Because I think a lot of the dirt sheets create a lot of that, which is a shame. Cover 1, 2, kick out. What do you think of Jordynne and Mia, Jeff? Do you think they'll stay together for a little bit?
They may. I think if they want to do something in the next couple months to kind of bolster the knockouts tag division again, I think they'll keep them together for a little bit. But I mean, it is Impact, so they could absolutely implode at the end of this.
Very true. Very true. Deonna Purrazzo with Mia Yim. Hands clasped under Mia Yim's neck, trying to turn her around. Got to always watch with Deonna so she's not going after the arms. Mia Yim swings her around and a tag to Chelsea Green. Chelsea off the ropes, over into the corner. So now they've got they've got Mia Yim over in their corner. Quick tag. Deonna comes back in. And they're waving at Jordynne Grace. Nice kick from Mia Yim, makes her way, and Deonna goes slamming into the ring post. Can Mia get the tag? She slowly got over to Jordynne Grace, and she does. Jordynne Grace in over the top rope and a clothesline and a back elbow. Spinebuster. Chelsea with the save. I know we talk about this a lot, Jeff, but Jordynne Grace, her transformation from what we've seen her 2 years ago when we started doing this is unbelievable.
I mean, seeing the work that she puts in on social media, it's just, honestly, it's so cool to see.
Yep. Very inspiring. Nice bridge to... Ooh, that was close. Moxley cut a Roman Reigns promo on AEW last night. He was on an interview show today in the city they were in last night. Cleveland, was it? Cleveland or Cincinnati? He did an interview on a local show, and he was talking all about it and doing a promo kind of a thing on there too. Nope. Ooh, Mia Yim off the top with a drop kick. Out goes Deonna. Here comes Chelsea. Takes out Mia Yim. And Mia Yim goes out of the ring. So it's Jordynne and Chelsea. Jordynne. Gut wrench powerbomb, and out goes Chelsea Green. And Jordynne is alone in the ring. Mia comes back in. Looks like they're going to fly. Let's see. There they go. Mia got caught up in the ropes. I didn't really see that there. I didn't see if Chelsea got a hit on her before she could fly out of there. Ooh. Chelsea hangs Jordynne up over the middle rope. Now it's Deonna. Now double team. Oh. That might be it. 1, 2, 3. That's it. Impressive. It's an impressive win.
That is, man. That's pretty decisive.
Yeah, it was. And that's they're not two slouches that they beat. Yeah, they were in the ring a little too long, but not. I mean, other than that, that's impressive. So Vexed wins. Double J going to AEW would be interesting. Conrad said TK don't bring it up. Hangman does it. He's petty, takes a shot back. Nobody talks about Young Bucks ducking FTR for tag team title match at All Out. Folks melting down on social media last night is unhealthy. All that hate takes a few years off your life expectancy. Hunter Iggy. There are rumors going that the internet that John Cena is going to AEW. No, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. That was one of the opponents. That was a dream opponent in an article. I actually read that article. Wow, we're getting this next? Oh, it's a promo. Okay. I was going to say, are they putting this one out there already? That was an article that one of the dirt sheets put out there saying who they would like to see face Moxley next. And John Cena was one of the names. So was Bray Wyatt. MJF was on the list. Hangman Page. I can't remember the fifth one, but there were 5 people on there. But yeah, that's where that came from. That's not true. I had a good response to my podcast yesterday. See it from Punk's side. If true, Hangman brought up some really personal stuff with him and Colt, which I'm sure he told. Jeff Jarrett done with WWE. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what to make of that. I didn't realize, to be honest, I didn't know he was there until he was at that pay-per-view. I didn't really know he was there. So I think Mia will turn on Jordynne. Could be. Might happen.
Could happen.
Might happen. Lil Silver said, I called it. When Tony Khan bought ROH, that got me to think, Who was the owner of WCW, and was he interested in getting ECW? This, I believe, is a Bound for Glory ad, or is it Victory Road? One or the other.
Bound for Glory.
Bound for, yeah, I figured. Bonkers. Hey, Alicia. Alicia is famous. Alicia.
Yes.
You're famous now. If you don't know, Alicia put a post out. Oh, look at this. We got Josh Alexander and Vincent. Can you dig what he's saying? Josh saying he doesn't like mind games. The only one's going to need sympathy is you. Ooh, not good. Vincent with a little smile. Little promo in the back. Alicia is famous. If you did not hear, Alicia had a tweet. She took the letter that Bray Wyatt wrote, the love letter about wrestling, and she flipped it, turned it on its side. And when you look at it, it forms letters. W, W, E. And that tweet, Bray liked it, first of all. Wyndham liked it, which was awesome. She actually, I mean, thousands and thousands of impressions, likes and all that 9 yards. She made the New York Post. Now, the New York Post is a major newspaper. There's two papers in New York, the Times and the Post. The Post is a big, now, the Post is not known for a lot of its news. The New York Times is more the actual newspaper, right? The Post was always a little more for entertainment, things like that. But still, she had an article in the New York freaking Post because of her tweet and that catch that she had. Hats off to you, Alicia, and good for you. That's amazing. It really is. And listen, when any of you guys have successes like that, we want to be the first ones to shout you out. Because listen, that's amazing. And I know she was telling me, she was saying in DMs that she was getting some people that were trolling and saying, oh, this is stupid. Oh, who cares? You know what? They're just they're just mad because they didn't catch it, Alicia. They're just jealous that they didn't catch it. So congratulations again to Alicia. That was really awesome. Really, really awesome. Backstage heat always existed in wrestling. I told you there's egos. Mike Bennett and Maria are on their way out. So we're going to see Karl Anderson in a minute. Hey, Hassan, we're doing well. Hope you are also. What's up with this Vincent angle? Well, me and Jeff are kind of thinking that maybe Josh is going to need some numbers. And it would seem as if PCO is kind of getting away from Honor No More. And if he does, you'd have to think that Vincent will too. So maybe Josh gets some people on his side. That's kind of where we were thinking. So, Who gave lists? What's the list going on in the chat? CM Punk, John Moxley.
Who going back?
Who's going what, Jeff?
Conrad and Coog.
Oh, Conrad and Coog going back and forth? Oh, okay. Well, don't let me interrupt you. That's amazing. Congrats, right? Yeah, it was really cool, wasn't it? Really, really cool. Killer Kelly versus Tasha Steelz is definitely going to happen at Bound for Glory. What I'm hoping happens is a meet and greet at Bound for Glory. By the way, Mickie James announced, I know Derek will be interested in this, but she announced that she is headed to Texas for those tapings where she's going to make that big announcement. And she said some people are not going to like it, but she has made up her mind. So I'm guessing that's going to be a retirement announcement. I responded to her tweet and I said, no, it can't be. So I don't know. I still think it's going to get her interrupted. Somebody's going to interrupt her, and I think she's going to have one more match. I hope. Because I'd love to see it live at Bound for Glory. Vincent doing what Vincent does, says Deanna. Hey, Deanna. All right, here we go. Bennett with a forearm and a kick to the midsection. I could ask the chat about their top three in Impact. Oh, their top three Impact male and female. Why am I rooting for Mike Bennett? Well, the Good Brothers contracts are up, and they had already said I don't think they're going to make it to Bound for Glory unless they are re-signing them, which we don't know. But we may not be seeing the Good Brothers much anymore in this or in Impact. The Coug wants to know, chat, who are your top three male and females of Impact Wrestling? Let us and the Coug know. Coug says his are Moose, Josh, and Sammy for men, Deanna, Rosemary, and Tasha for women. When I heard the New York Post had Lisa's tweet, I was thinking, wait, what? I didn't know the New York Post covered. Yeah, they do. They're, like I said, they're more of an entertainment paper now. So her laugh on Busted Open makes me, I know. I know. Mike Bennett is out on the floor next to Maria. Now we're back in the ring. Just like that, we're back in the ring. She's doing it in Texas, Conrad. I think they're doing that. Actually, tomorrow's Friday. I think it's tomorrow.
Yeah, I think it's tomorrow.
Yeah, I think it's tomorrow. That's the Texas tapings that they're doing. I hope it doesn't get spoiled. I'm sure it will. That's just going to be another reason for me to avoid stuff because I'm sure people are going to have it. I almost hate to. It's going to be hard to ignore that because she's going to be trending on Twitter, I'd imagine. And the minute you look her up, you're going to find out what it is. So, Little Silver says top three in Impact Wrestling: Sammy, Eddie, Josh, Mia, Rosemary, Tasha Steeles. Who's James Chad Wicks? Uh-oh.
Yeah, who is that?
Do we have a fake James Chadwick in the chat? Come on. Don't do that. James hasn't been on in a little bit, so I'm not sure who that is. But yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. If that's not really James Chadwick, don't really do that. That's James Chadwick, are you out there? And if you are, respond so we can see if you're in here because we have another person in here saying that they're you or pretending to be you, I would think.
Yeah, I don't know if that's James or...
Yeah, let us know. We haven't seen him in a little bit. 352,000 impressions. Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. Heather saying Josh Alexander, Rich Swann, Laredo Kid, knockouts, Rosemary, Taya, and Masha. John Kessler says Josh, Moose, Macklin, Deanna, Mia, Jordan. Look at all the difference. James, you made it. You got a stalker. You got a fake account stalker. Oh, there it is. James said I got the fake beep. There you go. That's right. James is a mod. So he really didn't have a chance of surviving. Let me think of my top three while we got this match going on. Mike Bennett takes Karl Anderson into the corner, throws him off over into the far corner, comes back to a back elbow. I'm going to do women first. Mickie James, number one. Killer Kelly, number two. No. Oh, my God. I have to go with a tie for 2 and 3. Rosemary and Killer Kelly. They're my women. Men. Oh, man. I'm gonna go with Josh, number 1. Number 2. Wow, men's tough. Number 2. Wow. Number 2 is a tough one. Oh my gosh. You know what? I'm gonna go Ace Austin as my number 2.
Okay.
And number 3. I can't help but love this guy. Number 3 is PCO. I love PCO. I really do. To see him doing what he's doing at when he's doing it, at that level he's doing it, I just can't help but love the dude. So they're my 3. Which one of these companies would pick up? Yeah, I was wondering where Morrissey was. And I just looked him up the other day. He's doing the stuff on the indies.
Yeah.
I'm going to be dancing in the streets when the Good Brothers go back to New Japan. Derek says Josh, Moose, and PCO. Joe needs an A and B for everything. It's because I can't make up my mind. Cool list. It's so tough. Ace and PCO, nice. Yeah, I think. Oh, the big LG is out there taking care of business. Taven got destroyed off the ring apron. Look out though. Almost. Karl Anderson. Cover 1, 2, 3. Well, we were wrong.
Yep.
You can never, ever count or pick against the Good Brothers. We should know better.
Ever.
We should know better. How many times you got burned? I got burned doing that. And they always find a way to win. Deanna was my number 1 too. Yeah, see, and I forgot Deanna. I forgot Mia Yim. I know there's so many good knockouts in it. You can't even. It's really even hard to pick 3.
Are we going all time, or are we talking about right now?
I don't think he really specified, so I would just do whatever you want.
Okay.
Good Brothers are walking out with their titles. Maria's banned from ringside. Little high five to Scott D'Amore. D'Amore saying he looks healthy. He's ready to go. Next week, is he? Are they talking about Wrestle Kingdom? Too sweet. Are they talking about Wrestle Kingdom, Jeff?
No, they're doing that Dallas show.
Oh, is that okay?
This weekend.
Dave in real life. What's up, Dave? How are you? Yeah, see, this is tomorrow night. So tomorrow night is where Mickey's making her announcement. We will be doing Victory Road, of course, Friday, September 23rd. So that will be on Friday. We will have that pay-per-view for you guys. Then Bound for Glory. We won't be here for that one, but we do have Tazzy here. And we're looking to see if anybody else wants to join him and do our watch-along for us. This is Killer Kelly last week and Savannah Evans, which was very impressive. I like Vincent. Yep, I do too. Dave in real life. Heather says, got my tickets for Victory Road. I cannot miss that. James Chadwick versus James Chadwick, a Survivor Series. Book it. Jordan Ludwig, you're giving us your score way too early, dude. The show's only half over.
You know what? He's saying is what we've got is so good so far.
That's right. Halfway points, 9.25. Uh-oh. They got to run some more tests. She has some internal damage. Tasha not happy. Going to interview Tasha. Tasha. Uh-oh, look who's looking at her from behind. Look who's behind the fireplace. Freddy Krueger looking strawberry shortcake. Here she comes. Here she comes. She's right behind her like a stalker. Look at, ooh.
Ooh.
She snuck up on her.
Oh.
She's absolutely terrifying, and I love it.
Love it.
I love it. That was fantastic. That was fantastic. I love her character. It's like she's playing a stalker, like a sick, a twist. Oh man, I love it. She's moving up my list. I really want her at a meet and greet. I really do.
Dude, we're gonna get to meet her.
Oh my god, I would die. I have my fingers crossed. I do. Oh my gosh. David Real Life saying you are fake, James. Hasn't been announced yet, but there's going to be an incredible match at the event with Sammy that's going to be brutal, and I want to see at Bound for Glory or at Victory Road. Tasha needs more backup. I don't know that you have the right amount of backup for Killer Kelly. Killer Kelly versus Rosemary. Oh, I wouldn't know who to stick for.
Oh, yeah, that would be tough.
I wouldn't know who to root for. Jason Hotch. Oh, my God, I just thought of something, and I don't know why I didn't think of this before. We were talking about this earlier. Rosemary's going to need a tag team partner.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if she tags a little bit with Killer Kelly? Wouldn't have to be very long because Killer Kelly will go, oh, I know. How good would that be? Could you imagine Killer Kelly and Rosemary? They'd be, oh, my God. The stalker and the bite your face off. I mean, that would be amazing. See you later, guys. Got to go play with toys because I'm not a grown man. Dave, listen. My shelf that I'm sitting next to right here that you can't see, I've got an Infinity Gauntlet full size on the bottom with a Sith holocron on the bottom. I've got a whole bunch of Star Wars figures, Marvel stuff, Transformers, Optimus Prime, original Optimus Prime. I have a Superman statue. I have a whole row of Funko Pops. I have NECA Jason Voorhees shelf with a whole bunch of horror stuff, hockey masks, and then I have a Bray Wyatt shelf at the top. So, yeah, I get you. I get you. We all collect stuff. We all do. Let's go Bhupinder.
You can't hinder Bhupinder.
No. Damon, are you going about for glory? We will be there. Look at that. We'll get to meet somebody from the community, too. It's going to be a good time. Going to be a good time.
Yeah, if you watch us and you're going to Bound for Glory, even if you watch and you don't say anything in the chat, let us know in the chat right now, or let us know in the comments, and maybe we can all get together and do a community photo and maybe do something.
Yeah, we'll have to get everybody together and do a group photo. Yeah, definitely do that. Let us know. Let us know. Great promo by Omega after Dynamite last night. I didn't see it. Can't wait, Jeff. I'll be with Andrew from this chat. Nice. So there's at least 4 of us. All right.
4 of us.
All right. Jessica's in-ring debut. Yep, that's coming up. New Hellraiser clip looks okay. Yeah, I'm always leery about remakes. His head looked funny. It looks weird. They don't need to change classic stuff. They don't need to do that. They're real. Honestly, in my opinion, there hasn't been a good Hellraiser movie since Hellraiser 2. First one's classic. The second one was pretty good. The rest of them are terrible. Terrible. Deanna, I should watch what? What do you tell me to watch? VSK has been on NWA. What should I watch? What is she telling me to watch? Deanna, what are you telling me to watch? I actually need some things to watch. There's a lot of stuff going on this month though. Well, she hooks up to episode 2. I watched the second episode today. Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai comes back on this month in September. So I'm all over that. I'll end up binging that. Bhupinder. That gonna do it? Yep, that was quick. Quick win for Gujjar.
Pretty decisive.
But yeah, and then the new Lord of the Rings thing comes on soon, which I'm gonna watch. I've seen all the movies. And then something else that I'm missing. Oh, Andor. The Star Wars series. Andor comes on Disney Plus. There's a ton of stuff being put. And then Chucky is in October. There's a lot of stuff happening. Lots. Myers said you want another shot at me, but I'm booked at. Oh, hits him with the microphone. Brian Myers is such a snake. Look at he's covering him when there's no reason to. There was no match. Knocked him out with the mic. Well, you know that this is probably building up to Bound for Glory. Or Victory Road could be. Official getting in the face of... Oh, Bhupinder's coming back. Little impromptu fight we got. Oh, there's that finisher. I love that move. And now he's kind. The referee's going to count for him. Bhupinder comes back and gets the cover. I'm jealous you guys are going to BFG, Joe and Jeff. I wish I was closer to you guys. House of Dragons. I never watched any of Game of Thrones. None of it. None of it. None of it. I love She-Hulk, David Paul. Love it. I think it's fantastic, just like comic books. I love it. I love it. I haven't seen anything really Marvel that I didn't like. There's a few movies I didn't care for. Thor: The Dark World was bad. Iron Man 3 was bad. A few others, but for the most part, I like what they're doing. But yeah, no, I've never watched Game of Thrones. I bought the box set and I tried to watch one of like the first 2 or 3 episodes, and I just couldn't get into it. I just couldn't get it. I don't know. I didn't like it. And I like that kind of stuff too, but I didn't get into it. Chelsea and Deanna is back in the back, and Gail Kim is there. Uh-oh. Let's see what Gail Kim is going to do here. Wow.
Ooh.
Masha and Deanna next week.
Winner at Bound for Glory. Oh, Joe.
Oh, my God. Really?
No.
Dude,
that's, yeah.
Masha and Deanna next week, and the winner gets Jordynne Grace at Bound for... So we could see Either Masha and Jordynne at Bound for Glory or Deanna and Jordynne.
Dude.
Damn. That's going to be amazing. That's going to be amazing. I am super excited. Bhupinder. He said that wasn't a legit win. Yeah, it's not a legit title. It is. Oh, that's smart. Bhupinder said, I'm taking it. That's smart.
Yeah, don't get it from me.
Yep, that's smart. Honor no more. When did Scott Armstrong start reffing for Impact? Yeah, it's a couple of weeks. Fast count, but I'm not mad at it. I frozen? Am I frozen? I'm not frozen.
No, you're not frozen.
Good.
He said we're back to normal now.
Oh, good. I've seen Top Gun Maverick 3 times. It's my favorite film this year. Even better. I haven't seen it. It's coming out on digital. I haven't seen it. I know it's taken out a lot of the Marvel movies, which doesn't make me happy. I saw the first one when I was very young. I was never really that big into it. I mean, I know there are a lot of people that like it and stuff, and Tom Cruise was at the height of his popularity when he did that. I'm not into that stuff. I was never like a war movie. It's not really a war movie, but it's like a military movie with planes and stuff. I was really never into that. But good. It's good that you liked it. A lot of people did. You're not the only one. It's mowing down. Like, it just took out Infinity War, which that's a hell of a feat.
That is.
So, Deanna and Masha, yes, please. Yay, back to normal. SmackDown and Rampage is tomorrow. Yep. I'm so old. I remember when Scott Armstrong was a cutie pie. When he had hair. Yes. All right. It's Josh and Vincent. Interesting matchup. We haven't really seen this yet since Vincent has been here. Walking weapon chance.
Man, we might get to see Masha and freaking Jordynne.
I wonder if we get to see Masha win her first title.
Yeah.
Bound for Glory, folks. That's going to be amazing. I'm going to take some good pictures, man. I got my iPhone Pro Max. I'll be taking some good close-ups. Get some good pictures out on the Twitter machine for you guys. That's going to be, man, I'm excited. I am excited. And then we're there for the tapings the next day.
Yep.
So we have Bound for Glory, and then the very next night we'll be there for the tapings for the next show. So 2 chances you will see our faces on television. Well, if you watch,
we'll be doing the watch along for the tape for the.
Yeah, we will be. we'll be like, hey, who are those guys? Yeah. That's true. We will. That's fine.
And we won't spoil anything for anyone.
No, of course not. No matter how cool it is. Yeah. Big chop from Vincent, but Josh just stands there and takes it and gives Vincent one of his own. Oh. Trading chops. Vincent. Ooh. Nice move by Vincent. Pulls Josh down backwards. Last couple nights I've been watching old NWA from 88 to 94. Jealous. Oh, okay. I saw Jeff responded to you.
Yeah, I'm jealous of her watching that. That's
the old NWA.
Yeah, oh yeah, good stuff.
VBD versus Time Machine looks like it could be our main event. Vincent's looking good.
Yeah.
Vincent across the ring. Nope. Goes in, crashes in, misses. German suplex. Spoilers don't make moments. No, they do not. Bring a wireless charger. Yeah, well, I work in Best Buy, Alicia. I'm good. I'll set myself up. Plus, I have a phone charger in my car, so. You've got to love Apple CarPlay. Does it all. You can listen to all your stuff. You can throw it on the charger. Wait, can I go back to Impact Picks? Can Laredo Kid be sure, Heather? Heather, you can do whatever you want. I'm surprised nobody, when you were talking your top three, I'm almost surprised nobody said, oh, there were a couple of picks that I was thinking of. Mike Bailey. I'm kind of almost surprised that we didn't see a Mike Bailey in there for anybody's top three.
See, if I'm picking, I'm gonna go all time.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say AJ Styles.
Of course.
I'm gonna say Kurt Angle. And I'm gonna say Abyss, with Samoa Joe being an honorable mention.
Three great picks.
For women, I'm gonna say Gail Kim. I'm gonna say Deonna Purrazzo. And I'm gonna say Jordynne Grace.
There you go. Josh is cut open a little bit. There's the spike. That should do it. 2, 3. Yes, Josh wins. Josh yelling at Vincent. I told you. Did you say Mike Bailey, Deanna? I'm sorry, I missed it. I figured somebody would pick him. Do you see Impact ever going back to arenas? James Chadwick wants to know, Jeff.
I think eventually. I think if they get another TV deal, which supposedly that's the rumor right now, is that they're looking for TV deals. I think if they do, then yes.
Josh Alexander. Uh-oh.
Eddie's going to come out.
Eddie Edwards, I'll bet you, is on his. There he is. Might we get a stipulation? I'm a little confused. I know that the actual Impact shows are taped. When it comes to the pay-per-views for Impact, no, they're live. The pay-per-views are live. The shows themselves are taped. Turncoat Edwards. They're in a stadium in Chicago right now. They did sell out Emergence, which was 6,000 stadium, but yes, new television deal will work. I'm shocked one of these small companies hasn't hooked up with Netflix. Netflix doesn't want to do live stuff, I don't think. That's why that rumor that was going around with WWE going there, I highly doubt that was true, or nothing more than a rumor. Ooh, the traitor. Eddie yelling at the crowd, shut up. Shut up. Eddie's got that Boston accent a little bit, too.
Mm-hmm.
Can hear it. Boston. Kamara, you must be ahead of us.
Yes.
Just be careful because we're watching along on YouTube, so we are ahead of you. I didn't do the disclaimer. If you're watching on Access, you're going to be ahead of us, so please be careful of any spoilers. Don't spoil the chat, please. We'd appreciate it. You are probably ahead of us because we're watching along on YouTube. Netflix wants binge content. Mm-hmm. Saying Honor No More has stood up to Impact Wrestling. These fans, ignorant animals. Wow.
Well, dang.
Well, damn. They've shown there. So he's talking right to the fans. They support the machine 100%. Wow. Wow, Eddie's really insulting the fans. Last question. Which side will you be on? Which side will you choose? He said we could go to battle at Bound for Glory, but we could stand together in this war. Trying to recruit Josh. See why I hated his guts. For some reason, the main event gets behind you. Yeah, it does, because there's no commercials. The YouTube stuff that has no commercials. So there's no commercials on the YouTube stuff. Walking weapon. Hell of a promo. Yeah. Yeah. Good promo. No matter who walks out with the world title, we'll both win. Chris, sorry, got on late. Hey, yo. What's up, Chris? Eddie, oh, Heath.
He's the Honor No More Slayer.
He really is. Heath came out of nowhere and just decked Eddie.
Oh, man.
Well, that's kind of true. I guess we weren't thinking about Heath because Josh has Heath behind him against Honor No More. So, well, there you go. Nice long promo from Eddie. Ends in a Heath attack. We're training with bad intentions. Uh-oh. Moose and Macklin are going at it in the hallway?
Oh.
Oh, this isn't good. Oh, Sammy hits them both and throws some metal file cabinets at them. Oh, no. This is impromptu. We've got Eddie, Macklin, and Moose outside of the arena. There's barbed wire right there. Macklin's already busted open. Moose is hammering away on Sammy while he's being held by Macklin. The barbed wire from the fence, which I knew was going to get involved, is now being wrapped. Oh, my God. He has it in Sammy's mouth.
In his mouth.
Oh. Macklin is really busted open. Yeah, but they are wrapping Sammy in barbed wire. And now hitting him. Wow.
Look at Macklin.
Damn.
There you go. I think, again, I think we get something violent at Bound for Glory between those three.
You might be right. I miss Rohit. We do too. Rohit was awesome. Sammy can't kill both of them. No. Boo, says James. Moose got out of the can, James. From screaming at each other to beating Sammy down. I think since the Motor City Machine Guns, Sammy Callahan will get his friend to appear, John Moxley. It's only right to have them at Bound for Glory. Yes, more blood, says the Coug. Little promo about Masha. We're probably getting close to main event time. If they're going to give it that long. Wait, just wait. What if Bound for Glory, Moose and Macklin versus Sammy and a mystery partner turns out to be Moxley in a barbed wire massacre?
Wow.
Damn, dude. Maybe they're doing like a trade. Maybe Motor City Machine Guns were involved in a trade, and then maybe they get to have somebody at Bound for Glory. Makes sense. I'd be down for that. Moxley would be a perfect partner for Sammy. They're both crazy. Alicia. Wow, this is not announced. Alicia, we haven't seen Alicia in a while since she got beat down by Masha.
She may be the victim of Jessicka.
Oh, you're probably right. Poor Alicia. You are probably correct. Lish was booked. Yeah, it's like Jeff said. It's probably for Jessicka. Jessica's debut. Remember, guys, stay with us after the show, and we'll give our scores for tonight. We'll go over some of our highlights and stuff from this. You guys can do that along with us, and then we'll get out. But we're not going to make you go to a different stream or anything like that. We're not going to do that anymore after normal shows. We'll just stay after, give our reviews and stuff like that. You guys can give us your scores. We'll do the same right after the show. Stick around for like 15, 20 minutes or so, then we'll be done. And then before pay-per-views, so before Victory Road, the show before that, we will have a prediction show like we normally would. Rosemary. And she gets grabbed by Jessicka. And I don't believe she liked that very much.
She did not enjoy that.
No. Jessicka in like a neon. Jessicka looks like she's out of the 80s. I kind of dig that.
Yeah.
Rosemary trying to run away from her. Sammy Callahan, Moose, and Macklin tripping. Yes, they were. No, Rosemary does not look happy. Motor City Machine Guns are all elite. Nice. They're not all elite, Jason. They're not. They haven't signed. I don't know where you saw that. They have not signed. They are not all elite. They are going to be on the pay-per-view. They are not signed. And if they are, I didn't see it anywhere. So I'm not sure where you saw that, but I did not see it, and they are still on Impact's roster. So I don't believe that. They're alone. Thank you, Conrad. Yes. Yes. They have plans. They are being planned for future events for Impact Wrestling beyond All Out. So that is not true. Not true. Don't get everybody all panicked, Jason. Don't panic everyone, please. Gotta watch what you read and what you see. Always make sure that you prove it first. So, all right, we've got Jessica's putting a little of that football player blackout underneath her eyes. Just throws Alicia off over into the corner. Alicia coming up with a shot. Another. It's just growled back at her. Big shot from Jessicka.
Good.
A couple of right hands. cool to say AEW and Impact working together still. Yeah, they've traded people back and forth. It's happened before. So
That was a nice Dusty Rhodes tribute.
yes, it was by Jessicka. Yep. Rosemary yelling at her. I wonder if Rosemary turns the tables on her and does something to cause her to lose. Since she's been causing Rosemary to lose some of her matches.
Mm-hmm.
The Junkyard Dog Dance?
Yeah, she did that too.
She's tributizing a lot of wrestlers. That's going to probably do it. 1, 2, 3. It's over.
That was nice.
Jessicka wins. JYD dance. Yes, Conrad noticed it. And she's picking up Rosemary again. And here comes our main event. The Motor City Machine Guns, Kushida Time Machine going up against the VBD. Violent by Design. Welcome to all of those who are here. We have a bigger crowd this week than we had last week, so thank you all for coming out. Glad to see you all. Make sure that you subscribe to our channel, please. Also, make sure that you smash that like button for us. Make sure you hit the like button before you leave for the night or now, whichever is easier for you. Make sure you hit the like button. It helps us out big time with YouTube. Also, make sure you hit the notifications button if you'd like to know when we have future content. And for the rest of this week, tomorrow, obviously nothing tomorrow, nothing Saturday. We will have our weekly wrestling wrap-up show on Saturday. So come back. We'll talk more about this thing with CM Punk and Moxley. We'll talk more about the injury to Thunder Rosa. We'll talk about Raw. We'll talk about SmackDown. We'll talk about AEW Dynamite. We'll talk about NXT, which I watched the entire show, and of course, the Worlds Collide. We'll talk about all that and much, much more. We'll probably Jeff, I know, has a grievance this week, so you'll want to tune in for that. I know the NWA thing is happening Sunday as well. So for those of you who are watching that, definitely we don't want to take you away from it. But hey, you can do multiple screens. Have us on another screen while you're watching the show. You can keep us posted on what's going on in there too. So join us on Sunday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then we're right back on Monday. They're showing Mickey walking out. That was the last time we saw Mickie James. So they're talking about this announcement that she's going to make, which is going to get spoiled. Make sure to come out to that. There it is. Oh, Mickey's back next week. So,
wow. Joe, she's totally going to get interrupted and challenged, and she's going to have a match at Bound for Glory.
She's gonna have her match about it is destiny. If I get to see Mickie James' last ever match in Impact, it is 100% destiny. Look at this. Deonna and Masha Slamovich next week. We got Mickie James coming next week. Derek, where are you? We've got, and of course, this is Bound for Glory now. Josh Alexander and Eddie Edwards. If Mickie James has her last match at Bound for Glory and I am present, yeah. Yes. That'd be amazing. When doesn't Jeff have a grievance? He didn't have one last week. It was only mine, which really wasn't a grievance. It was a weird segment. It was an op-ed piece. Sammy is making his way out to the ring and he's covered in barbed wire. Sammy's an absolute mess. What's he doing? Come to the announce table? Yes, he is. He got the microphone. Uh-oh. Let's see what he has to say. Sammy's going to make a match, isn't he? Moose and Macklin. You stupid SOBs. You think this will keep me down? It's a normal Friday. It's a party. You guys like to party. I like to party. Here's your invitation. September 23rd, Victory Road. Macklin Moose, Callahan, Barbed Wire Massacre. James Chadwick called it. Barbed Wire Massacre. Moose, Macklin, and Sammy. And he just leaned into the fan with all that barbed wire.
Yes.
Barbed Wire Massacre. I'm just sad it's not going to be a Bound for Glory. But that may just mean that they're going to do something bigger for Bound for Glory.
Yeah.
Barbed Wire Massacre at Victory Road.
Wow.
Oh, man. Who should Mickie James' last opponent be? So who's going to come out and challenge her? That's a good question. I don't think it's going to be Deanna. I don't think it's going to be Chelsea Green. Do you think Chelsea, Jeff?
I think Chelsea, but
just because she beat her the last time and maybe Mickie to get one last win over her? Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Would make sense, I guess. I mean, obviously, you would think that people in current programs would be eliminated. So I had said maybe it was Killer Kelly, but Killer Kelly looks like she's going to be involved with Tasha. So that wouldn't make a lot of sense. Masha's going to be involved in a championship battle. So that wouldn't make any sense. I mean, who else would be? Tell me in the chat, guys. If Mickie is going to get challenged, which Jeff and I are both thinking that's going to happen, who is a good last match for her? Who's a good last match and Impact for Mickie as a going away at Bound for Glory? Who would it be? Don't be surprised if this name ends up being the one. She mentioned her on Busted Open yesterday as a person that she always wanted to tag match with when they were in WWE. Eminem, Melina. So don't be surprised if Melina doesn't come out there and challenge her for that one last match. Don't be surprised if that's not the case, because she did mention her. Gail Kim, I don't think wrestles anymore, Deanna. At least I've given no indication. It would be. It would be. Drive by. Hey, guys. I don't know if I ever thanked you for giving me the play-by-play a couple of weeks ago when I was coming home from the beach. It was a 3-hour drive, and listening to you guys helped so much. Oh, you're welcome, Lori. Thank you for stopping by. Anytime we could help, that's what we're here for. That is what we're here for. That match will be a bloodbath. I can't wait for the Barbed Wire Massacre. ODB? Oh, can you imagine ODB?
Oh, wow.
That'd be a good one. Taya or Gail Kim? Maybe it would be Gail Kim. Maybe the angle that she plays is Gail Kim says, you know what? I can't just let you walk away without having one more match. That'd be awesome. Motor City. I was talking to you guys at red lights. Read what everyone was saying. Yeah, probably a good thing. Oh, yeah. And Motor City. Yeah, you got a double dose, Lori. They're going to be at AEW All Out. You must have marked out when you heard that announcement. I love this so much right now. Violent by Design and the Motor City Machine Guns along with Kushida Time Machine. Big Joe Doring in there with Kushida.
Let us know in the chat who you got.
Yes, who wins? Did you see Rampage spoilers for next week? No. Nope. I try to avoid all that. Oh, for this, you mean for Friday? No, I did not. Is Awesome Kong available? I don't know. I honestly don't know if she could wrestle anymore either. I marked out on Dynamite when MCMG was played.
Wow.
Nice drop kick from Chris Sabin. It's Chris Sabin and Diener.
Yeah, this is good teamwork.
Going after Diener repeatedly here. Time Machine looking good. Time Machine looking good. Yeah, that was crazy. And Sammy came out covered in barbed wire and then leaned into a bunch of fans. Can you imagine if the barbed wire stuck in the fan?
Oh my God.
Did you see the fan peeling the barbed wire?
Just,
Like, get out of here. That's funny. Oh, they got Eric Young. Look at this. Oh my gosh.
That's some teamwork right there.
Yes, it is. They had Eric Young pulled into the far I can't even explain that.
They did the old wishbone with them on the
They did
on the wrestling post.
Triple team wishbone.
Post.
I love MCMG's retro gear. I screamed at the dinner table. Didn't go over well with the cats. I called Barbed Wire Massacre. You did? Just the wrong pay-per-view. Sammy looked like a baby meatloaf. And I would do anything for love, but I won't do that.
Oh,
wow, Big Joe. Big Joe Doring. Look at the eyes. You know, Big Joe is means business when he got the crazy eyes.
Crazy Eyes Joe.
Crazy eyes. When the eyes go like this, you know you're in trouble.
No.
Diener. Now they have Sabin over in the corner. Triple teaming Chris Sabin. Now Eric Young gets the tag. I guess the rumors of the demise of Violent by Design were exaggerated.
Yeah.
Bum, 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 bum. Joe has never really impressed me. Am I the only one? He's just another big dude with a weird mullet. He's very methodical, but he's got his own. I think he's got his own. I think he's a little bit different than a lot of other big men. He's got his own kind of style. He hits hard.
I love the crazy eyes. I
do too.
The stoic demeanor.
He reminds me of a cross between a cowboy that you wouldn't want to mess with and the Marlboro Man. John Kessler says he is very good. He and Josh had a great match. Yeah,
it was a good
match with Josh was good. I think he proved a little bit to people on that one. I don't think anybody thought that would be a very close match. Sabin is still in there. They've had him cut off from Shelley and Kushida. Diener is just... They've kept him over in that far corner now for a little while. Diener now has him hung up over the second rope. Eric Young tagged back in. Sabin in a little bit of trouble. Josh or Eddie? That's a tough call.
Yeah.
That's a really tough call. We'll be there live for that, which is going to be I don't know. I mean, the numbers game we talked about, but I mean, Heath came out tonight and evened it up. I don't know. Unless Vincent and PCO turn and even it up a little more, I don't know. That's going to be tough for Josh to walk out of there with that title. The question is, do you see him losing it already? I don't know. Eric Young with the cover too. Chris Sabin trying to make his way back over, but they have cut him off. Great work, great tagging in and out here from Violent by Design. Really working over Chris Sabin. And now Doring coming back in.
It's
there's
funny.
any doubt these guys could work together, Jeff, I think that's been taken away.
Yeah, it's funny because you've got Time Machine who has this fast paced
Yeah.
offense, this quick, quick stuff, and then you get the meat grinders,
Yep.
with Violent by Design, and they just halt everything and you slow the pace down
Yep.
completely. So good contrast in styles.
Kushida and Shelley have been on the outside of the ring for quite some time. Sabin he's been in there for a while. Try to whip him off the far ropes now. Over both men. Rolls and makes a tag. It was a hell of a move by Sabin. Kushida's in. What a shot from Kushida. Look at the kicks to Eric Young. Reversal. Comes right off the rope. Back elbow. Down goes Eric Young. Goes into Big Joe Doring. Knocks him off the rope. Kushida lining up Eric Young. Nope, missed. Takes a huge right hand from Eric Young. When I was Impact chat for BTI, I was talking about how my mother-in-law was moving in with us, and the Impact mod asked if they needed to send over VBD. Oh, God.
Dang.
Should have said yes. Alex Shelley finally in there. He hasn't been in the match much. Now he's working on the arm bar with Diener. Big chop takes Diener down. Another. And another. Over into the corner. Missed from Diener. Sabin now back in. Here comes Diener after Sabin. Now you got Sabin and Kushida with a shot from the outside. Both men with repeated shots. Kick from Sabin. Right in the face. Diener goes down. Sabin trying to fire himself up. Kushida is fun in Impact, right? Yeah. Agreed. Look at this teamwork now from Time Machine. Wow, what a shot. Diener goes headfirst into the second turnbuckle. Sabin going over. Grabs Diener, got him up over his shoulders. Now Eric Young is in the ring. Eric Young with a boot. Young going after everybody. Takes out Shelley and Kushida. Now he's giving instructions to Diener. I got told this week that I'm mental. Oh, brother. Initials WD. Don't even worry about it. Don't even pay it any mind. They're just jealous, Alicia. That's all. They're just jealous they didn't think of it. Anybody that you got that responded to you that way with that, they're just jealous they didn't think of it. They're just pissed off that he liked your post.
Yep.
That's all. Jealousy. WD.
I know who I think that is, but I don't want to assume.
I should hope not. If that's who I'm thinking, if you're thinking who I'm thinking that that's the same person, I should hope not. Wow, that's pretty horrible if that's who that is. Wow. Are you serious? I can't even believe he said that to you. Where did he say that to you? On Twitter or did he say that to you in a stream? That's horrible. That's absolutely horrible. Wow. That's horrible. something Alicia had said to her on streams to James Chadwick. Wow, that's really pathetic.
Wow.
That's really pathetic. Really pathetic. Alicia, wow, that's horrible. That's horrible. Wow.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. I mean, what else can be said? That's horrible. That's horrible. Wow. Wow. Oh boy, it's terrible. People are awful. Awful. Someone said something nasty to Alicia in a stream, a live stream, with WD. Figure it out. It's really not that hard. Wow, that's a shame. That's a shame. Elbow drop by Eric Young, goes for the cover. 2.5, very close.
Close.
Very close. Wow. That's horrible. Still going here.
Eric Young is saying 3, while the crowd is saying 2.
Young's going for that pile driver. Let's see if he gets it. Saban, nope. Up and over. Saban countered it. He's got to get it sag. Eric Young looking for it sag as well. Both men looking. Here comes Diener. Diener cuts everybody off. Diener said he's going to finish it. Said he's going to finish it. Oh, look at this move. Machine guns. Now here comes Young in. Alex Shelley with Eric Young off the ropes. Up and, oh, here we go. Look at the moves. Oh, Kushida.
Oh, yeah.
Kushida. Wow. Motor City Machine Guns and Kushida are amazing.
Yeah. Yes.
Joe Doring. Nope. Takes a kick to the side of the head from Saban. Kushida with a big shot to the side of the head. They take the knees of the big man down. And here we go again. Look at this. Oh, man. Getting the crowd into it. Diener's alone out there. Takes a huge boot from Saban. Now a huge kick from Shelley. Pele kick.
Cradle shot.
1, 2, done. Wow. Wow. Who the heck can take out Violent by Design? That was an amazing match. Rick Red, I did not see your question, and if it's gone, I don't know where the heck it could
You must have put it in as a different name, but
yeah, I didn't see it.
First time we're seeing you.
People get crazy when you don't agree with that. That shouldn't matter, though. That shouldn't matter. That shouldn't matter. That kind of stuff shouldn't be said to anyone. So, Time Machine wins. Eric Young walking away. And that is the end of our show. Motor City Machine Guns and Kushida are your winners of the main event. Yeah, you guys all got the news out there, so I'm not gonna go into that anymore. I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked. But yeah, like Jeff said, all we can do is just say we're sorry. That's, you know what I mean. That's sorry that you had to go through that.
Yeah.
But I can tell you, Alicia, that you will never get any of that here.
Nope.
That's all I can say.
Not even close.
Won't ever get any of that stuff here. So you can rest assured that none of that stuff would ever happen here. Okay, so that was the show for tonight. We're going to stick around, though, because, again, we're not going to do the After the Impact stuff anymore unless we have a pay-per-view coming up, and then we will do predictions, of course, on that. So we will not do that stuff anymore. The last thing I'll leave you with on this whole topic that you guys are talking about in the chat, just know, okay, and I think you guys that are with us long enough know you're always welcome. You always have a place to go. We may not be the 100 million views people. We may not be that kind of a channel, but we welcome everyone here. We may not always agree, but you know what? That's okay. That's okay. We're all human beings. We all have a different opinion. I may not agree with comments that some of you make. Jeff may not agree, and vice versa. But we would never make any statements or comments like that to anyone. Neither one of us. So you're always welcome here. So, so that's right. Yeah, it is a family. Yes. And you know what? Like I said, we may listen. We may never have. I kind of like the chat, and maybe someday the family will grow. But it's an intimate thing. And I'm cool with how it is. So even if we do grow, though, it's not going to change.
Mm-mm.
So I'm sure you agree, Jeff.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. That the family may get bigger, but we won't change who we are.
Right.
Because the family gets bigger. We're always going to be the same. We're going to respect people. That's what it comes down to.
It is
respect. It comes down to respect.
100%.
Being able to respect people who have different opinions, different thought processes, different walks of life. It's about respecting other people, and that's what we do. No matter who you are, you can not like whatever you don't like and love something else. It doesn't matter to us. We're gonna be here, and yeah.
Absolutely. Well said. Okay, so those of you who are with us, give us your scores for the show. And so this is what we're going to do. It kind of seemed a little weird if we're only going to do like 15, 20-minute review to leave the stream and then make it bounce into another one. So if you want to stick around. We're just going to talk a little bit about the show. So we're just going to give our scores. We'll talk about some highlights and stuff for the night and what we're looking forward to, like we always do. And you guys can play along and do the same. If you're going to head out, I get it. Totally cool. You are more than welcome to do that. And then hopefully we'll see you on Sunday night for our weekly wrestling. That's not that anymore. I knew I was going to call it that. Between the Ropes with the Insiders, our new name for our Sunday show. We'll see you for that, hopefully. So, but otherwise, we're just going to stick around. We're going to grade it, and we're going to talk about some of our things that we've seen and what we're excited for. And you guys can still do the same. Yeah, sure, James. We don't care.
Yeah,
absolutely. Go for it.
Say what you need to say.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it. It's late. It's past the witching hour on TV anyway. It's 10:01. Hassan says 6 out of 3. That's odd. Jason says an 8. Heather said 9.25, really fun show. Time Machine made my night. That was an amazing match.
Yeah.
Alicia says 8 out of 10. John Kessler says this is a great chat. We pride ourselves in that. And the fact that it's not us that makes it great, it's you. The Kook says 8.5 out of 10. Conrad says 8. James says, hell fucking yeah. Oh, God, that's great. Jeff, what do you score in Impact tonight, man?
I'm going to go with a solid 8.5. I thought it was a really good show. The only reason I'm not saying 9 is because I know I'm going to give next week probably like a 9.5.
Yeah, next week looks like it's going to be killer.
Yeah, next week going to be crazy. So, give me a 8.5 for it. I thought it was a really good show. That main event was insane. I loved it. Time Machine, man. You know what? What would be really cool is if Time Machine went over to AEW and went up against some of those trios teams.
Damn right.
Like that would be tremendous. I'd love to see that. So, maybe Impact can do some stuff with some trios. Who knows? Maybe we can have a trios crossover battle one day.
I mean, everybody was saying when they saw that Motor City Machine Guns were going to be in All Out, everybody was saying, oh, my God, I want to see them against the Young Bucks. They've crossed over before with Kenny. Maybe it's going to be you do me a favor and I do, whenever you watch like the Mafia films. Yeah. Hey, you do me a favor, I'll do you a favor. Maybe it'll be something like that.
Yeah. Hey.
Never know. Never know. They seem to have pretty good, doing business together. So yeah. I am going to give it a 9, and the reason I'm going up to 9, that spooky ass promo with Tasha Steelz getting creeped on by Killick, that was fantastic. That actually is going to make a moment of the week for me. I can tell you right now. That was awesome. It was right out of a horror movie. She's hiding over behind the thing and just creeped up on her from just where it gets her in a headlock. Just, I don't know. I absolutely love that. I think that's fantastic. The way that they're building her character is fantastic. Mm-hmm. It doesn't, she's not in a mask. She's not in makeup like Sue Young or like Rosemary. It's just her personality. And I love that. I think that's fantastic. Steven Smith says 9 out of 10. Welcome, Steven. 9 out of 10 for John Kessler. 8.5 says James Chadwick. Dylan says 9. Deanna says 8. Bonker says 8. Derek says 8.5. And I think he gave us a giggity. Giggity. Jeff, he's called for a giggity.
Giggity.
It was another great week of Impact, and it really makes me excited for Bound for Glory as we get closer to it. 8 out of 10 for me. I can't vote. Miss him. That's cool. Dana says last night on Twitch, one chat said, please go away. Oh, brother. People are horrible. Motor City Machine Guns had to look strong going into AEW. It could still happen. Dana says 10 out of 10. Trouble when I work late. It's all good. We get it. Work is work, man. Unfortunately, That has to come first. As long as they make our Impact Wrestling talent look good and not have them lose, I'm all in for it. 9.5 says Little Silver. I've had an incredibly crazy week this past week with college, so I'm going to head out. Check you all out next Thursday for Impact and see you all at BFG. Yes, Damien, we'll see you. Take care. I'm glad Savannah has been put in her place, right? That didn't take long. Yeah, that didn't take long. Yeah, so 9 for me. I really enjoyed it. The last match was insane. Yeah, like Jeff said, with that whole trios thing, it seems like people are kind of adopting that now. Yeah. A little more with the 3-on-3, and I'm cool with that. I think it's a lot of fun. The Sammy, Moose, and Macklin thing is going to be brutal. And we've seen Sammy in some brutal matches. That's going to be an absolute bloody mess. So I'm, too excited for that, as I'm sure so is James Chadwick. We saw Jessicka, and Jessicka looked impressive in her first match, and nothing really went crazy. She had Rosemary out there with her, And while Rosemary was kind of backing away from her a little bit, she kind of fit right in. Barry Monkey 99, hello to you from Twitch. Thank you, New Japan, for pushing 6-man teams. Yeah. Can kind of count that, yeah. So I'm going to give it a 9. It was a really entertaining show, and even more to look forward to next week, which we'll get into that now. So we all know we've got a big announcement coming from Mickey. Now, like I said, this will be a test of anybody who can hold off on spoiling yourself, because it's probably going to be all over Twitter tomorrow. Whatever she says is not going to be kept hidden. So it's going to be all over Twitter tomorrow. So you would have to wait. She's going to be on Impact Wrestling next Thursday, so you'd have to wait to see it. And that's probably what they're taping, is what they're going to have her say next week on the show. So personally, I'm going to do everything I can to wait a week and not see it. So hopefully the rest of you will do that too. You get a better surprise that way as to what's going to happen with Mickie James. So she's going to make that announcement. And then, of course, the stuff we've got happening next week, Deonna Purrazzo and Masha Slamovich. Wow. Masha has come a long, long way. And now going up against one of the best in the business. Masha beats Deonna. That is a huge notch in her belt, Jeff.
Yeah, I mean, whoa, man. If Masha pulls that off next week, wow.
Huge.
That's huge for her. Huge.
It is. Very, very big. Mark says 9. Derek says, spoiler, she's leaving all this for me. In your dreams. Remember the Dawkins song? In my dreams, it's still the same. Yeah, that's in your dreams, Derek. I remember the good old days of Chikara when the 3-man stuff. Too bad it went away like it did. That's going to be a great match. Yes, I'm also never on Twitter these days, so no big for me. James says, Heather, check DMs. What else are we looking forward to? How the hell? I'm looking at my ring light. How did a bug get inside my ring light? Seriously?
That's crazy.
How did that happen? I mean, it's a small bug, but good Lord. It's going to roast itself in there. Dumb thing. Good. I hope you burn. Stupid bug. What else are you looking forward to, Jeff? Whether it be next week or even Victory Road or going in the future.
I'm looking forward to this insanity with Sammy, Macklin, and Moose. Like, I'm looking forward to that insanity. Yeah. Honestly, I'm looking forward to what comes out of this Dallas show, these Dallas shows. I'm looking forward to that, because I have a feeling that the Good Brothers, we've said this a lot and been wrong a lot. I feel like this is their time to lose, and for several reasons.
Yeah, they're leaving more than likely.
Yeah.
That's why I'm really, when I saw the thing about Motor City last night, I'm like, oh man, that would be really, really bad if they lost them too. That'd be brutal. You're losing the Good Brothers, and then Motor City would leave as well. So I'm really, really glad that's not the case. That would have been a big blow to Impact Wrestling. Was the last Barbed Wire Massacre Eddie and Sammy? John says, I don't know. I don't remember. Deonna against Masha, winner against Grace. Jealous for it, Joe and Jeff. Yeah, that's going to be awesome. Do y'all think Jeff Jarrett will come back home to Impact Wrestling and become its promoter leading to Bound for Glory? It's always possible. I mean, I'm sure they probably would welcome him back if he wanted to be back in some capacity. I don't know if he'd be on TV.
Yeah,
but
know about all that.
Might work backstage, maybe. So, RK Shuttlesworth says, insanity. I don't know what terms he left on either. Yeah, Jeff asked that in the chat. I don't know what terms, if he left on good terms or if he didn't. I don't know. Has it been confirmed the Good Brothers are leaving? Well, no, but no, and they might not. Maybe they'll re-sign them. Their contract's up sooner than what people thought. They were saying there was some news months ago about an extension that they were going to be extended, but apparently that's not true, and their contracts are running out pretty soon. So there's nothing that says they can't be re-signed. But I don't know if that's where they want to go. They're going to have options, I'd imagine. You know, they worked in AEW, and of course now with Triple H, they might have an option to go back there. Where people said, "Oh no, they'd never bring them back." Never say never. With AJ Styles and stuff still there, so you never know. You never know. So can't wait for Victory Road. Student loan forgiveness. People talk about, yeah, my daughter got it. yeah. I can't wait to see more of Jessicka. I do like the 80s theme that she does, Jeff. You know, she's got the pink hair, she's got the neon, she's got even her logo and stuff like that looks like she's 80s. I kind of dig it. I'm an 80s guy.
Yeah,
it is not confirmed, says Arcade Shuttles with. Some are acting like it's confirmed, but it is. No, there's really been nothing said that they're definitely leaving. I just kind of assumed it but yeah. Hey, Jason Peace. Yeah, it's late for you. Not that bad for us yet. It's 10:12 here. 10:12 EST.
Unless you're old and
like we are, yes. And then you start getting sleepy around like 10:30, 11 o'clock. We're here because we're reformatting this a little bit. Instead of making you jump to a different stream 15 minutes after, we kind of figured, you know what, most of the time when we do this, we kind of just talk about the show after the show ends, which kind of seems like the way a lot of other people do it too. So we just figured we'll just do that. If it's just a regular show, we'll just discuss this, do this after the show ends, and then you know, if there's a pay-per-view coming, we'll do a special edition of this, and we'll do the whole where we leave and come back, and then we'll do the picks like we did before. Yeah. So that's what we're looking forward to. What we got coming up next week. We got a great show coming up next week for Impact, so don't miss that. We'll be right back here again, 7:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time next week. So don't miss that show. And of course, we've got Victory Road. That'll be coming up sooner than later. Makes it go very quick. Makes it cleaner. Yeah, a little bit easier for everybody, so you don't have to be leaving one stream and going to another. Yeah, I was kind of thinking about that too. Not that old, Jeff. 5 months until I'm 22. Oh man, Jason, you're a baby.
Oh man. I'm 22 again.
I'm double your age plus 8. So I'm double your age plus 8 years. Wow. Yeah.
To be 22 again, man.
Yeah, you're a little younger than my oldest daughter and a little older than my youngest. So yes, we're old. Jeff is ancient. Well, if Jeff is ancient, what the hell are you calling me? Stone Age? Heather says good night, everyone. Good night, Heather.
Good night.
All right. So we'll just go over what we've got left for scheduling, and then we'll get out of here too. Be good if Impact can get 2 or 3 more tapings out of the Good Brothers. Help establish any new pairings if Impact can find any, says Barry Monkey. Yeah, you never know. They might. Well, I mean, you're definitely going to get them at they're probably going to be. I would imagine they'll be at Victory Road. I don't know if they'll be at Bound for Glory or not. Yeah. I don't know if they'll be at Bound for Glory. So let's see. Prehistoric. Yes. Yeah, I'm living with that little fuzzy guy from Ice Age. That little tiny dude that goes around with it. Yeah. I ride into work on a Tauntaun from Star Wars every day. Okay, so that's going to wrap it up for tonight. Thank you for coming out. Really, really appreciate that. Our next show, again, nothing tomorrow, so enjoy SmackDown. SmackDown last week was tremendous. If they do half as good of a job as they did last week, SmackDown should be really, really good. And then Rampage tomorrow night. Of course, Saturday and Sunday, those of you who are watching NWA 74, enjoy that. That's coming up this coming weekend, so enjoy that show. And then we will be back on Sunday night. So Sunday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, like normal, we will have our Between the Ropes show, Between the Ropes with the Insiders. We'll talk more about Punk and Moxley and where we think that's going to go. We'll talk about Thunder Rosa's injury. We'll talk about Raw, SmackDown. We'll talk about NXT and the Worlds Collide. So we'll get all that in. We'll talk about a little bit of everything. Jeff has a grievance he wants to share. That's from actually last week. So he's been hanging on to that. So he'll have a grievance for everybody. We will have Sell or No Sell, our debate segment where you guys play along. We will have Book a Wrestler, our top moments of the week as well. So come and join us on Sunday nights. Always a good time. It's very cool when we get a lot of you guys out to that. So even if you're watching NWA, it doesn't matter. Just buzz over on a different screen. We know you can. Monday is Abby's Window, 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time with Jeff and Jody. So make sure you join them for that. There's always talk going on about Wyndham. He's trending almost every day. We always trending seeing Bray Wyatt or Wyndham Rotunda trending on Twitter. So make sure you check out Abby's on Monday. And then we're right back here this time next week, next Thursday at 7:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you, Insiders community, for good convo and always welcoming me. Yes, Conrad, you are part of our family, so you're always welcome. Adios to you, Coog. All right, so that is it for tonight, guys. Thank you all for coming out. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. Make sure you drop a like on tonight's stream also, and make sure that you hit that notifications button. I saw Derek's comment. That's just not fair. I was in my speech going to my ending speech, and you ruined it.
Oh my God. Oh, that's hilarious. That's hilarious.
Now my eyes are tearing and I can't see. Anyway, wow. Have a great rest of your night, all. Enjoy your Friday. Enjoy the wrestling, and stay safe. Be kind to one another. Those who are trying to do my challenge, it's going to be day 2. So day 2, you got what did I say? How many days did I say? A week. So you got day 2 tomorrow. So if you're trying to do the challenge, it's day 2. You got 5 more days. Stay away from those dirt sheets. And then, like I said, come back and let me know how it helped you enjoy wrestling. Let me know. I'm really curious to see. Okay. Great night, guys. Have a great rest of your night. Again, like I said, stay safe. Please be kind to one another. Obviously, some people in other streams have a hard time doing that, which is a real shame. Take care, all. Have a great night, and we'll talk to you soon. Good night, everybody.